Almost say, share your performance 2024 election noa. Who said out of the 16 regions, 7 regions were what NPP yenya 1 seat po amongst the 7 regions. Yenya 1 seat po. Almost say we there a BC that ever party mo eti Dr. Bawumia na eba no saa semoti we bi na meti we na meka se we so enye no kure
Yemran 31st January 2026 and NPP Primaries no eba so the NPP is going to elect its flag bearer for the 2028 general election. Na unsa ka be 1 month 1 week it is 5 weeks dey the media fireworks in kwa aspirants no omu throw shades enya sem kitakra. Dr. Bawumia eye campaign worker say oh what to say amount for so we need seats in 7 regions or say answer no enye ono no first presidential candidate of the NPP or yes na or they go back to 1996 His Excellency former President John Addo Kufuor 8 regions where we need seats. 2012 His Excellency former President Nana Akufo-Addo 6 regions where we need seats into another the idea be body ben why yem konim kote Dr. Bawumia ba mesado go back o ka sem bi fa boku seat no. It will interest you to get to know. So first off, listen to this insert, Dr. Bawumia, and dismiss claims say we need 7 regions in the 2024 general election.
Almost say, share your performance 2024 election noa. Who said out of the 16 regions, 7 regions were what NPP. Yenya 1 seat po amongst the 7 regions. Yenya 1 seat po. Almost we there a BC that ever party mo eti Dr. Bawumia na eba no saa semoti we bi. Na meti we na meka se we so enye no kure. Ebi asida. Na osha President Kufuor ba 1996. Osha regions aye we 8 regions 1996 yenya seat ba kupo 8 regions. Akufo-Addo ba 2012 6 regions yenya seat ba kupo. But President Kufuor 8 regions yenya seat no yema no to aso no wan koje to me no ambre. Akufo-Addo so 6 regions no wenya seat no yema no to aso no wan koje to me no ambre. Dr. Bawumia 7 regions menya sita musumuma metwaso me nkwaji sit no embre enti sa konkonsano yebongo konkonsa ebimu wo ho asema hia omo se omo pejuma ama omo ma ebimu wo ho omo pejuma ama omo kasa ebimu wo ho omo pe sika akoye business omuye adwuadefo ebimu wo ho omuye afarefo omupe outboard motors akoye fishing ebimu ye kwiafo omupe tractors ebimu ye contractors omupe contract ejuma ebimu pese omuko suade omupe scholarship ebimu pese omuko Israel ekobo mpae ebimu pese omuko Mecca ekobo mpae obia ne na sebia. But you party na only database obetimi ahwemu ehu say women organizer our Ablekuma West ohialo akoye business and now say youth organizer opese oko akosua de and now say polling station executive way ope contract aye juma and now say electoral area coordinator way oye ekiafo ohia tractor eye juma unim obia semhia party mo a ubetumetina aban mo efie wotwe uwia ya party for bebre be kan kire o se minya hwe eninti na mepese medi san hyehyee ba se yebetini anye database a obia semhia be koso eno na me frɛ no database welfare system for the party. Database welfare system. Sa database welfare system no ye beji obia asemhia atumu. Sa database welfare system no na ye de behwe ye party for. Na ye behwe Ghana for nyina o, but ye di eni ebehwe ye party for. Enya sa ye di eni ebehwe ye party for. NDC for akire kwan no enya sa. Eti yeso ye ba ye di eni ebehwe ye party for. Sa database system no obi asemhia be woso ye be hu omo a omo hia ejuma, omo a omo hia contract, omo a omo hia scholarship, omo a omo hia loans aye ejuma, obi na asemhia ewo ho eno na ye di be ye ejuma no na ohwe so a electoral area coordinators nyina every electoral area mubeye the yebe appoint mo as the welfare coordinators for the party. Electoral area coordinators yebe appoint mo as the welfare coordinators for the party. Na yedi sa database welfare system yi ebe ma niema akọ simple. Ejuma yedi ejuma eba ye behwe system no mo na ye hu omo a omo hia ejuma no ye nkoka se ye party executives and as party members omo say Dr. Bawumia ohwe ye be modern bo ewo election na ye call ye 2024 omo say amongst all the presidential candidates since 1992 Mimi performance no mimi odimbo no eno na eda form kra o say eno na akechire kra o say eno na the worst performance amongst all the presidential candidates semotiye meti me say nipa yi a omo kasa asebi omo nhwe data no ana na o hwe data no a obehu say 1992 Professor Addo Himbaye onya 30%. 1996 President Kufuor Baye onya 39%. 2024 Dr. Bawumia Baye minya 41.7%. Eninti na President Kufuor kanchire me say mami mpaba o say ono obaye no onya 39%. Nani pa bebre pesa okobium. But party no ma no twaso no okonya 56% in the year 2000. Enti okase ono otimi free 39% koji to me prayer. Miso from 41.7%. Miso metimi akoji to me no. The chrome for po Antoaba no amano. Somebody says me. Almost a Miami Krumu for Omo Antoama me. Me free Wale, the constituency, a Wale constituency. The region, any northeast region of Ghana. Northeast region, no. Oshe Ghana ha 16 regions. Yet to about 2024. NPP, your vote no etiba form in 15 out of 16 regions. Your vote etiba form. The whole of Ghana region ba kupea NPP vote epijaye in the amongst the 16 regions. Only northeast region of Ghana, the only region NPP vote epija kosro. Na oshe constituencies no swa. Wale constituency, Miami constituency, oho NPP vote epejako soro by 25% amongst all the 276 constituency. Wale constituency ni number 1 in the increase in NPP votes in the whole country. Eninti saa konkonsano enoso yembongo enyeno kure. Go. Omose, Oshe, your performance, 2024 election, Obe say, out of the 16 regions, no, 7 regions wɔ hɔ a NPP yenya 1 seat po amongst the 7 regions yenya 1 seat po almost we die ebi si da ewe ye party mo enti Dr. Bawumia ntina eba no saa semoti we bi na meti we na meka se we so enye no kore ebi asida na ohwa President Kufuor ba 1996 ohwa regions aye we a 8 regions 1996 yenya seat ba kopo 8 regions Akufo-Addo ba 2012 6 regions yenya seat ba kopo but President Kufuor 8 regions yenya seat no yema no to aso no wankoje tumi no ambre Akufo-Addo so 6 regions no wenya seat no yema no to aso no wankoje tumi no ambre Eti Dr. Bawumia 7 regions menya sita musumu mame tuaswa me ngwaji sit no embre enti sa konkonsano yembongo konko
Dr. Bawumia anusi ya pe ana sansi ni o keke etwetwe maso useni nyina ye data and statistics etwetwe maso de me ko I think back in September ono so ko ye campaign bia no de to just he Osa aspirant koya ni opponent koya aside some mokase wa win 7 regions no ana ai boko krampo no olusu seat boko ba onya 0 boko onya vote o se hwe MPP4 Primary Santini eti party boko nya stronghold of MPP da enti na mo de boko ba be for no enti Dr. Bawumia say boko seat enye stronghold of the MPP da no edi no kwa time se empo wa appreciate voting boko a mo de ba bo no so ai enye fair.
The other propaganda omodebaye say the entire young win no kusasi mamprusi conflict ewo boko samotiye kusasi mamprusi conflict ewo boko now when we say sa problem ewo boko kusasi mamprusi conflict here ase na yenyen wumi o na yenyen wumi a historic problem elda ho na yenyen wumi na uhwe ha oho Boko zone there were 6 constituencies 6 since 1965 ewa Ghana ha ye 11 elections Boko zone no enye ye stronghold it is a Volta region MIA omo ye CPP first and then NDC enti ye election since 1965 but the last 11 elections no 1965 ye nya 0 seats that time no na me ye 2 years old na me nsanka ho ye nya 0 seats 1965 1979 na Victor Owusu na oye flag bearer ye nya 0 seats ewo ho 2004 yenya 0 seats na President Kufuor na flag bearer you win election no but Boko zone no yenya 0 seats 2012 na Akufo-Addo na oye flag bearer Boko zone yenya 0 seats 2024 mina me flag bearer yenya 0 seats so the data say enye Dr. Bawumia ena Emma Boko yan win wo Boko. Out of 11 elections, in 6 of them, yenya 0 seats. 6 of them, 0 seats na yenya. The most ayetiminya Boko in history, 2 seats. Anytime yenya 2 seats, the next election, yeko 0 seats. The net loss of votes in Boko, total 6 constituencies, no, 30,000 votes. the net loss of votes for MPP was 2.1 million votes. 30,000 votes, no, entimi affect your chances. Boku has never determined whether the MPP wins an election or loses an election, because enye a stronghold. So nipa omo kasa no eye konkonsa na omo ye omo ni egina. So yes conclusion. They don't have the data to support their claims omo ye no. Enti sa boku kusasi mampusu propaganda no yempangu yembo engu my enye juma.
Enti Dr. Bawumia no see yape and Dr. Bryan Acheampong no see one of the aspirants or say oh Debbie Dr. Bawumia who data and statistics now waka as regards Boko and the fact that any presidential candidate of the NPP one winning seat and also one winning in some regions of this country or say our data counter data just say Dr. Bawumia our performance in the 2024 general election it was bad.
Dr. Bawumia had 4.8 million. President Mahama had 6.3 million, 2 or 3 million or so. Put together, about 10.1 million. 11.1 million. Our presidential candidate alone got 350,000 less than a parliamentary candidate, 3% of the vote. So it tells you that there was a candidate problem and there was a party problem.
As a politician.
Beyond that, in 2024, 7 regions of this country, presidential, NPP, we could not win a single constituency. In 7,
presidential?
Yes. In 7 regions. John Mahama is from Savannah. Savannah has 7 constituencies. Our candidate is from Northeast, 6 constituencies. President Mahama was able to win 3 constituencies in Northeast. We could not win a single one
in Savannah.
Western region, MPP's stronghold. 2024 presidential, we had 1 constituency out of 17. 1. In Central region, out of 23 constituencies, NPP presidential, we won 2. Abeto, Greater Accra, 34 constituencies. NPP presidential, we had 2 constituencies. Amava, 2. And if you go in the details of the results, we lost we lose 10,000, 20,000. In some constituencies, we lost 40,000 difference. So the question is that, why am I doing it? And I'm saying that if you go into the results, it's like that you cannot repeat a candidate, not much will change. Ghanaians will forgive our party for a lot of the wrongs that it did in the past, because it forgave the NDC, it will forgive the NPP. But then you have candidate challenges that we may not be able. Those that came out of the elections portrayed 2 things. 1, that we had a governance challenge, and then we also had a candidate challenge. And the governance challenge was seen from the performance of the parliamentary candidates at their level. And then if you now come to the presidential candidate, in most constituencies of this country, the parliamentary candidates did far better than the presidential candidate in the same constituency, in the same elections, in the same political party. In my case, I did much better than my presidential candidate. Here, down here in Okaikwe South, Dokua lost by 5,000. She lost by 5,000 votes. In the same constituency, our presidential candidate lost by 11,000 votes.
More than twice.
Yes. And that almost cuts across the whole country. So, and if you put all the parliamentary results together, it beats the presidential candidate by almost 350,000 votes. Same elections, same political party, 2 different candidates, presidential, parliamentary. And this has never happened in the country before. In every elections, same party, the presidential candidates do better than an aggregate of the parliamentary candidates. Because as a parliamentary candidate, you have local challenges. The first time in 2024, all the parliamentary candidates put together did better than the presidential candidate.
Kennedy Acheampong Japan so the response aba. Or say election na NPP for Mokoye no. Bibi ache say the candidate was the problem. Now what it is a candidate in nam no ka say oh my emfaso bo ne mono na niam bebre osihwe. Enye wono Kennedy Japan komo anasa ne nsemo kan na NPP lose you. Na wa okoya ka say we economic expert you be facility no na ma city na anya hoden. Chale mo facility na 4 cities at a point 17 cities. Kennedy Acheampong Japan asmo kan no. Na obi a we economic risk economic messiah afi wo ko election bibia na abekwa ana digita monfastia ne mame monfastia Kennedy Japan se sia ye de ko election
say wenya yensan emfa to me ne money bill.
I will not let you land. Mamima, they are twisting history.
Okay.
And we have to straighten it. Obi a wo ye diabolic and obi make his statement.
Oh.
And you first, the first flag bearer of MPP, any Professor Dubois, Oko Bakuno. One, President Kufona Oboni did example. Adinti and one can say, a Dubois he call Bakuno, President Kufo and Tiamanan come or contest. And what do we need? But before I forget, say Obi anywhere I call back win. Dr. Buzia, Orani, Owini, Liman, Orani, Owini, Rollins, Orani, Owini, first time. Mahama, or Vice President, Orani, Owini. So don't let us distort.
Was IT ni pemi no.
And I'm saying, one person or come kure, Emma delegate who no order that womunti or to see history. I'm bold to tell you, say or to see history.
Chinokre bia say.
Chinokre ni da near the mabubo begin. Busy I want to so or 2 times. What is that Liban call 2 times? What is that Rollins call 2 times? What is that Mahama? The first time no here or call 2 times. Please. Mumi and Kanokre. But some say, you see, instead of apologizing to MPP for and Ghanaians, a friend who could justify. Well, one, President Kufo Nientia oko 2 times. I want to know party ni member nti onim. So onimwa and go member kisa history no.
Na Dr. Bawumia
no party ni. No party ni 1996 no.
This is onim
exactly because
party no
history. Yeah, history because President Kufo won or went 2 times because Obakaya Ebiana Edidie Mana Usa. It took Afarijan 5 days to come and make the announcement. Obayanson or say, I need protection. We are Baduniba. So Nipa can say Chilewa. That's just a Kululubi Akoso. And when I was here, man, protection, I will buy Kufo 39%. Niaka in our Togo, Rollins India. And when am I who said no? Kufo also appreciated Adubu in 31 to 39. Yeah, we are no crown or 39. What you say? Now, side justification, even Adubu ya mano second chance. Who have you said your ball call to Parliament? And your ball call to Parliament. And he wrote a stolen verdict. Even that, ya mano second term. So, my sister, what are they saying? Kufo, because of Afarijan, 5 days it took him to give announcement because he was losing. President Akufo-Addo, the first time, 2008, he won the election by 49.7% against Mills, but he couldn't cross the 50% plus 1 vote. And until he called second round, and also Obiang Crosso, and over the time, I could decide and President Mills, we knew 23,000. 2012, we all saw what happened again. To send the year Kufuor, and we decided to give a Kufuor the third chance. But with the idea, Enra Tama West, Ablekuma West, or your progression, you know. A idea 1.2 million Kufuor the Obenya and the core and a Kufuor. A Kufuor left with 6.7 million. He won with 6.7 million. About 6.7 million, dear Jawa, over to us. We have 4.6 million. A difference of 2.1. My sister. The by nature.
Won't attribute ASR loss, not to say Abraham Obabem, there were a lot of things that a see here, Nuntia Ma, or Manford do na bufu, because now at the end so a year one NPP for a Casana, say we have a discussion. Almost say, and yet, what was you see a ma and yet, or friend say, Yenny, I am called for an uncle to Abano. It's an send one mobu of Union and also come home.
And Umbufu. Have you also asked yourself that question?
A lot of policies. I mean, recently, President Kufuor can be a year.
I ask a progression. Where? Any idea there too. Any year you.
I will say a more year.
From Edubu him, Kufuor.
Okay.
Nana Kufuor. Any ono. Where baby a dear. Where baby a dear. Sekuben Afra. Our theatre and Kachacha complete. What you form free as soon as say, I chacha complete. Into Ubara by associating. Now, what can be my answer? What can be first? No, or say, me someone make a career and I might lose the election.
Yeah, that's what Muam Kasamonko for.
Yeah, young call for. What need message? Message is to destroy other candidates. Me, Bryan, Irene, candidate here. If you know, but who catch I say, who bet we are building Ghana economy. Now you walk $1 to 4 cities. Now you're free soon 17.5 or 4. Now the catch I say, Canada, Japan, Kasa, Wakai. Obi Oye presidential candidate. Who go wrong? You didn't speak about economy. And a digital. Still, any other election. Who go lose you are? Now you are going to attribute it to Canada, Japan. So me kasa chira woman omutie and woman say na can you too late for them. Me kachira mo say I was granted interview. Ewo Metro. Nam culture say Ghana doesn't need change. Change needs Ghana. Hey, sir, arrogance near you know. They didn't listen. They didn't listen.
Oh no, but so be a dear. Na say enko ye kra. E na obeka say change no mo dimirika ko say there be.
But na enko ye adentina kia tuti I say. Na enko ye. Me catch them mo say. Me catch them mo say. Look. Ghana for what is our papa way back? Anybody at one government in Ghana for decided 2022. And more Sikano a drop of room and my businesses Sikashi and one for I was not part of the government. I was a member of parliament.
But now when board beer, now on that board beer so.
Omu propaganda. Board the Ben and the call board also. The first time na Christian church. If you don't know, Christian church on an board chair. My second round here and on them buy. Injury time and on the years a board chair. Go there and ask Ghana Gas the changes I brought there. Go there and ask. Now you see, madam, I bomb is Obenyeska. Sika ye pa o enye nneoma nyina de bata ye pa hwa ye ko budget na me hwe wo mu sika na wo mu hoya msere